smartphones that you use, of course, because swipe and touch screen would have given you a lot of excitement and smart ways towards developing their language skills. We have smart classrooms, and I doubt if we have got smart teachers. But it's so hard for people to sit for even 5 minutes, and most of the time we'll have our screensavers on, pretending and presuming till you put it on charge, it will not say a hello. The digital technology has become so smart, and we know that today you get to watch my videos because of the smartness of the technology, and it's all about smartness. The smartphones that you use, of course, because of the work of a few people, we are able to connect with each other. But is there anything known as smart English, smartness in learning? Before giving you the content for today's video, this is Renee Rose Matthew. Thank you for joining me again. Let me just tell you that there would have been a phase in your life where you experience the transition while changing from the ordinary mobile phones to the smartphones. Okay, because you could use a few apps, the swipe and touch screen would have given you a lot of excitement. I'm speaking about the initial days of using a smartphone. There were a lot of times when I used to watch with curiosity. I would also be intrigued thinking about the video call or all the facilities that one could really be equipped with when it comes to smartphone. Today we are experiencing it, we are enjoying it. Now, coming to learning English, there are people who still look for smart ways towards developing their language skills. Because of the hard work of a few people, we have reached this stage. Because of the technology, the world has actually shrunk in size, in the sense you have the whole world at your fingertips. So today when somebody says, I'm too busy or I'm just carrying on with my work, I think it's just an excuse given, because it will not take even seconds to send a message or to convey that you are busy. When people say, I was too busy to send a message. Anyway, there are of course other situations and circumstances. We cannot generalize, that's true. Now, coming to smartness in the learning methods, of course, in the lockdown times, we have seen how the education field itself has evolved. We have smart boards, we have smart classrooms, and I doubt if we have got smart teachers, in the sense it's not the look and the dress code and the way the person speaks. Now, coming to smartness, the first one is the smart apps that we have on the smartphone. There are a lot of apps today that will help you with speaking, listening, and also developing any language. I've already talked about the advantages and disadvantages. Do not get carried away by the trends. See, when we all die, we are all going to return to dust. That's the truth. We are not going to transform into nickel chips, microchips, or any other forms. Yeah, there may come a time, but still, for now, we are organic. And the nature around us is also organic. The beautiful nature that we have, it is organic, except for the man-made things. So when it is like that, I think we are way beyond what we have created. Definitely, we are superior because we are natural. It's not made up. I'm not degrading or deprecating the efforts of man. Of course, we have been discovering and inventing a lot of things, but let's not forget the value and the power of human intelligence. So when people have been working on certain things, when we have developed so much with technology, the app and such kind of things, people are finding it very difficult to focus today. We have everything. Like when you take a podcast also, when you take your mobile phone for that matter, you would have gone through podcasts. You would have gone through apps that help you with the learning method. But it's so hard for people to sit for even 5 minutes and focus, to listen to a podcast and understand what is being conveyed. They will have their own generalizations. When I say focus, it's just like the pop-ups that we have on screen. When you search for a particular content on internet, you will have the pop-ups. We always blame the teenagers and the children. but we will also go behind unwanted content. I'm not speaking about the irrelevant and banned content, but I'm speaking about the content that's not of priority to us. Suppose you're searching for a word, you may have other websites giving you a lot of guidelines on something else connected with language. That is possible. Or some advertisement on jewelry or clothing. It happens with everyone. So prioritizing has become a great struggle for people. I don't know what to do. I think I want that. I want this also. You always put your mind in a fix. You know that your time is to focus on something. It's not studying, it's just learning. Right? So difficulty in focusing and concentrating. The power to concentrate, the power to focus on something is important. The second point is regarding the instant packets. People just want it quickly. Work is important. We all are running to feed our family or to make money, to become independent. Everything is good, achievements, accomplishments. But at the same time, when you don't focus, when you don't prioritize, it becomes a great problem later in life. See, relationship, when it comes to relationship, academics, and also when it comes to making decisions, speaking to people, you need to prioritize. If you're in a particular position, you may have hundreds of people submitting files, but you need to know how to prioritize. Of course, you segregate, but which one to look at in the beginning, which one to proofread, which one to sign, such kind of things. It's the same thing. Now, it's done by just one person. And today, people speak so much about multitasking, thinking that that's a smart world. Of course, we need multitasking. We need a lot of skills today, but at the same time, pressurizing yourself and putting yourself inside a pressure cooker and then not allowing the steam to go out is not smart work. Of course, the phones change, the models change, and also, the software also keeps updating. You would have noticed that. Even if you don't want the phone to update, it will keep reminding you. You may not even notice. It is updating, it is doing its job. What are you doing? There are a lot of learners, very few, I'm not speaking about everyone. There are a lot of people who just take the effort and do it. But many of them are like, I've been learning English for the past 10 years, but still I'm not able to speak fluently. I think it's because I went to a non-English medium school. They will start blaming. They'll find reasons to convince other people why they are not able to do it. Of course, there are reasons, and those reasons are true, but not all of them. So focusing doesn't mean you have to sit and study. When you rely on your smartphone, of course, you get to watch me on YouTube because of the app. You could be using the app or maybe your laptop or your tab, whatever it is. You should be thankful to your smartphone. It has made your life smart. But in the same way, can't you be smart by prioritizing, tackling your life, by updating and also formatting your life? You will handle your mobile phone with so much of care. Sometimes you will spill oil over it. Sometimes you will do everything. You will handle it in a rough way also. But when it requires attention, of course you will give the attention because you've spent your money. Yeah, and without that smartness, you are not able to lead your life. You're so dependent on the smartphone or the electronic gadget. But when it comes to our life, sometimes we don't prioritize. We just rely on it. We don't sleep properly, and most of the time we are so engaged with the phone, not knowing what's happening around us with the family members. So today we have to teach people to introduce themselves. It has become a business today. How to introduce yourself has become a part of the workshop, because we don't know how to communicate. We are always swiping, touching, and you are treating the smartphone like a person. See, I'm not here to speak about the addictive phases of using the electronic gadgets. In one way or the other, we are addicted, we are hooked on, because it has made our life so comfortable and easier. But still, we should have an organic life where we communicate, where we run around, where we try to see what's happening around us before it becomes late. Yeah, when life is so busy, when life is so fast, of course you will have pressure, but sometimes you have to slow down. Reading, listening, and also observing, contemplating. Take time to think. Don't say, I have to run, I have to do that, I have to do this. sometimes you have to find the time to do certain things. If something is not helping you out, say a no to it quickly. Most of the youngsters and even people who are elders also have got a feeling that we are doing smart work today. Smart work comes after a short period of hard work. You would have been working hard for some time and then comes a smart work. If a person becomes successful with smart work initially, there will come a time when this person will have to work hard. Smart work followed by hard work, and then smart work, and then hard work, because we need time to process, we need time to plan, we need time to set things right. Sometimes you may not feel all right, you may have a dip in your life, in your finance or in your career or your personal life. So when it comes like that, when a particular stage comes in your life where you cannot balance, where you feel that you're going to tumble and fall, though you may not, you will have to take a break. You may have to take 2 steps back and observe and reflect. Okay, so hard work also comes in when you process, when you think, when you try to format your life. You would have seen the electronic gadgets shutting down, just switching off when it's drained, when you forgot to put it on the charger. Yeah, like that we also may switch off at times. Most of the time we'll have our screensavers on, pretending and presuming things. But the electronic gadgets are not like that. When it's drained, it switches off. It will not ask you, ma'am, sir, can I switch off myself? No, it will go. It will take rest. And then till you put it on charge, it will not say a hello. I'm just putting it in the personified way so that you will be able to understand at least something. So similarly, when it comes to the human life also, sometimes we need to format. When you have the bugs in life, when you have some sort of toxicity in life, we have to format, we have to reschedule and also revamp your life in such a way that you understand. You need to understand that smart work is important, the smartness of the phone is also important, and we are living in this smart world if you feel so, but at the same time prioritizing, focusing, taking decisions at the right time and saying a no also to certain things is also a part of smart life. And that's how you get equipped with the language. And if you learn English, it doesn't mean that you become so great with personality and that you become smart. For that matter, even to use your own native language, you need to be smart. You should have the communication skills. See, you would have come across people who are quite fluent with your native tongue. For example, just observe people around you, but they may not know how to communicate. They'll be fluent with the language, but they may not know how to communicate. They'll be poor with communication skills, right? So it's not enough that you know the language. Some people feel that when you know English, oh, you become smart, so I want to learn that language. It's not like that. Even if you know just one language, you can survive. You can communicate with people. But because of urgency, because of a particular requirement, you extend your knowledge. And knowing another language is always an asset, as I always tell my learners. Of course, you cannot say no to your smartphones, but you can definitely navigate your life in the best and smart way. Happy learning.